BlackWarGreymon, a virus-type counterpart to WarGreymon. BlackWarGreymon looks almost identical to WarGreymon, but with darker armor and a completely different origin. In Digimon Adventure 02, BlackWarGreymon was artificially created by Agumon using her Spirit Needle attack, fusing 100 control spires into a single Digimon. He was born without a partner or a natural purpose. Despite being artificial, he developed genuine emotions and spent most of his arc searching for meaning. He carried the Greymon Destroyers and used Terra Destroyer, an attack that concentrates all the negative emotions in the world into a single blast. His personality was melancholic and conflicted rather than heroic. BlackWarGreymon became one of the most beloved characters in the franchise, precisely because it explored what it means to be a Digimon without a Digidestined, a warrior with immense strength and no reason to fight. ShineGreymon. This evolution comes from a completely different branch of the Agumon line. The Agumon from Digimon Savers, also known as Data Squad, follows its own evolutionary path that leads here. ShineGreymon is a mega-level Digimon covered in solar-themed armor with large wings that radiate light. Its signature attack is Glorious Burst, where it channels the power of the sun into a concentrated energy blast. The design philosophy here is nothing like WarGreymon. Where WarGreymon is compact and armored like a knight, ShineGreymon is radiant and angelic, emphasizing raw elemental energy over physical combat. It also has a burst mode, an enhanced state where its entire body ignites with solar flame and its power increases dramatically. This form appeared during the climax of Digimon Savers and gave that series its own identity completely separate from Adventure. BlitzGreymon. A more recent addition to the Agumon family and one that pushes the cybernetic theme further than any other form. BlitzGreymon is an alternate mega-level evolution that takes the mechanical enhancements we saw in MetalGreymon and cranks them to the extreme. Its entire body is covered in heavy dark armor, and its right arm houses a massive electromagnetic cannon called Thunder Vernier. Where WarGreymon is agile and offense-focused, BlitzGreymon is heavier, slower, and built around devastating ranged attacks. It appeared in the Digimon Virtual Pet line and various games, offering a path that completely diverges from the traditional WarGreymon route. And just like WarGreymon can fuse with MetalGarurumon to form Omegamon, BlitzGreymon can DNA Digivolve with KrezGarurumon to form Omegamon Alter S, giving the Agumon and Gabumon lines yet another fusion beyond the original. VictoryGreymon. Think of this as WarGreymon pushed beyond its own limits. VictoryGreymon is a mega-level Digimon that takes the warrior concept and adds a massive Zweihander sword called the Dreymon Breaker, forged from the melted-down remains of other defeated Dreymon-type Digimon weapons. The blade alone is nearly as tall as VictoryGreymon itself. Its signature attack is Trident Gaia, where it splits the Dreymon Breaker into 3 segments and fires them as projectiles, charged with atmospheric energy. VictoryGreymon appeared primarily in the Digimon Virtual Pets and games, positioned as an alternative final form that trades the balanced combat style of WarGreymon for pure, overwhelming offensive power. It never appeared in the anime, but its design alone made it a fan favorite in the gaming community. Agumon Bond of Courage. This is the form that appeared in Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna, the final film in the original Adventure timeline. It is not a traditional evolution, but a temporary transcendent state, triggered by the absolute peak of the bond between Tai and Agumon. Visually, it resembles Agumon wrapped in flowing orange energy with elements of WarGreymon's silhouette embedded within it. The form is raw and emotional rather than mechanical or armored. It exists only for a brief moment and represents the last time Tai and Agumon can fight together before their partnership ends permanently. It carries no named attacks in the traditional sense because the form itself is the attack, a final burst of everything their bond ever was. For longtime fans, this evolution hit harder than any Mega or DNA Digivolution because it meant saying goodbye. GeoGreymon. Now, we step into alternate evolution lines. GeoGreymon is the champion-level evolution of the Agumon from Digimon Savers. It looks similar to Greymon, but with key differences. The body is bulkier. The coloring leans more toward a reddish-orange, and its head crest is sharper and more angular. Its signature move is Mega Burst, a concentrated fireball even more destructive than Greymon's Nova Blast. GeoGreymon was designed to feel more grounded and aggressive than the original Greymon, matching the tone of Savers, which was aimed at a slightly older audience. It set the foundation for the completely different evolution path that leads to RizeGreymon and eventually ShineGreymon. RizeGreymon, the ultimate level evolution in the Savers line and the bridge between GeoGreymon and ShineGreymon. RizeGreymon takes the cybernetic enhancement concept from MetalGreymon but goes in a completely different direction. Instead of a mechanical arm and chest missiles, RizeGreymon has a massive revolver barrel integrated into its left arm called the Trident Revolver, metallic wings built for flight, and chrome plating across its body. Its signature attack is Rising Destroyer, where it fires its Trident Revolver at full power. The design feels less like a dinosaur with robot parts bolted on, and more like a military weapon that happens to be alive. RizeGreymon represents the Savers' philosophy of Digimon as battle partners rather than childhood companions, which is why it looks more like a war machine than MetalGreymon ever did. Agumon Expert. This is a relatively obscure form that most casual fans have never heard of. Agumon Expert appeared in the Digimon Pendulum Z Virtual Pet series as an alternate adult form of Agumon. It looks like a more mature, battle-hardened version of Agumon with additional armor plated on its arms and legs, sharper claws, and a more serious expression. Think of it as Agumon after years of training and combat experience. Still a rookie-level form, but visually showing the wear and growth of a seasoned fighter. It never appeared in any anime or major game, which is why it remains one of the most overlooked forms in the entire Agumon family tree. If you know an Agumon evolution that I didn't cover, drop it in the comments. I want to see which ones I missed, like subscribe, and next class we're covering the full Agumon line. Class dismissed.